Well, hey, it's Brian G. Johnson on behalf of TubeBuddy. It's great to have you here to the live stream. Andrew at Ground Control, good to see you. Phil, always a pleasure. Today it's about your channel. Today we're going to talk about really understanding competition. If you want to drive more views, if you want to gain more subscribers, it's really critical that you understand how to optimize things. And Andrew, can you ping me on the Skype and let me know that you are seeing me okay? We'll be underway in just moments. We're about a minute early here. Looks like we are live now. Excellent, excellent. Well, good to have you guys. Welcome to the live stream again. I'm very excited today to share how you can, I'm going to get rid of this. Hey, there's all the cool people. Welcome, welcome. Good to see you guys. This is a little confusing. I'm actually logged in right now to my channel. I'm streaming on TubeBuddy, and that's because today I'm going to walk you through the process of how I optimize my videos to really understand keyword competition, to understand how I can really identify the best keyword to target to drive those views, to gain subscribers, and so on. So let's do this. And how does the audio sound? Actually, we're going to go back here. How does the audio sound, guys? It was a little bit crackly. If you're joining us on the replay, awesome. Great to have you here. Down at the top of the description, we'll have a timestamp for you. If you click on that timestamp, it'll jump you straight to the point where I optimize the videos, and you will be good to go. So just click on the timestamp. Right now, I'm going to welcome people to the stream. So how is the audio? Sounds pretty good? Sounds okay? Audio is good? Excellent. Excellent. Yeah, like I said, I've had a bit of crackling issues, but we seem to be adjusting just fine. So it is fantastic to have you here. I'm really excited to share with you today the process of optimization. Let's do this. Let's get jumping into it right now. I want to let you know, cheers. I want to let you know that, like I said, I'm actually going to be logged into my channel, and I'm going to be optimizing a video, walking you through the process. It'll take maybe 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes, and then I'll be jumping back. I'll answer your questions. We'll hang out. I'm super excited to spend time with you. With that, let's go ahead and transition here. Multiple monitors, all the fanciness. There we go. Transition to that. Guys, as you can see, here we are on YouTube. Going to move things a little bit. There we go. Okay, excellent. I've got all the control panels working here. Thanks for bearing with me. And let's just kind of jump into it. So here you can see we've got a couple things going on. We're going to talk about target keyword phrases. We're going to talk about understanding related words, what's best to optimize. And what you're looking at here, this is my channel, Brian G. Johnson TV. This is the video I'm actually publishing tomorrow, and I'm going to show you just how I use TubeBuddy and how I understand the competition. Now, the first thing that I do is to really think about what are some of the options I may want to optimize for before I even upload. I name my video something simple. So this is YouTube SEO tips. So with that, I'm going to begin by jumping over to YouTube, and I'm going to search for YouTube SEO. And right now, we really want to pay attention to the suggestions that pop up on YouTube. Before I add a title, before I look at TubeBuddy, I really want to understand what the competition is going to be of the videos I'm going to be competing against. After all, if I just start filling out this information, right? if I'm filling out this information right here, I'm like, okay, this is about this, this is a guide, etc. I'm really working blind. I don't even understand how competitive it's going to be for me to rank. So again, the first thing I do is just come in and I pay attention to these keyword phrases. Now you can see the first one here is YouTube SEO tips. Now that is going to be the keyword phrase that drives the most traffic. Notice that these keyword phrases are not listed alphabetically. If it was alphabetical, then guide, YouTube SEO guide, would be listed above tips. So that tells me that this keyword phrase here, YouTube SEO tips, is driving more search volume. In other words, more people are searching. So I'm going to come in, I'm going to search for that now. Now the next thing I really pay attention to is this number here that I'm highlighting right where my cursor is. And you can see there's 4.5 million results. That's like a whole bunch of results. And the next thing I want to do is I'm simply going to pay attention, and this actually looks pretty good. I'm looking at the top videos on page 1 for YouTube SEO tips. Okay, I see we have video influencers. There's Brian Dean. I'm also paying attention to how many views do these videos have. Turn Up Gamer, good to see you. Focus on Me. Ronan, Leather Rocker in the house. Good to see you guys. Welcome. We're talking about optimization. So like I was saying, that these videos here, this really gives me a good indication of how competitive it's going to be. 60,000 views, 42,000 views. That looks pretty good, but I want to come back and I'm going to do the same thing again, and I'm going to come in and I'm going to look at this keyword phrase guide. Let's take a look at what the search result page is. So in other words, these are the search results. This keyword phrase has 3.9 million. Brian Dean again, video influencers, 68,000 views. How to rank YouTube videos in 2017, 3 YouTube tips. Okay, this looks pretty good. So really, my particular video is all about bad advice. Tips that some SEO experts offer that really isn't based on any information that's accurate. There's a lot of misinformation. So at this point, I like the way this title is coming out. So what I'm going to do now is create a colon, and then I'm going to target this keyword phrase. So my keyword target is going to be this. Let's come back here and search for our target, YouTube SEO tips. And right here, you can see number 3 is target keyword phrase. So the first thing I'd really like to share with you is every single time I publish a video, I'm specifically trying to rank one individual keyword phrase. And the more specific I am, the better chance I'm going to be able to rank. It doesn't mean you can't rank for multiple keyword phrases. It does mean that you have an understanding, again, of the competition. In fact, I want to show you a little bit. If we go back to YouTube and we come in here, and if we search for YouTube tags, so a very, very competitive keyword phrase, 52 million results, and you can see my video is ranking number 3. If we come into this video here, hi Carly, and I come down and I use Videolytics, which is a great plugin, TubeBuddy plugin. If I click on this button, it says Tools. Actually, I want to click on this icon here. This is going to load, and what I want to draw your attention to is in this case, I wanted to rank for YouTube tags, how to get more views. And in the process, based on what I'm sharing with you today, and let's see if these load up. I'm not seeing, oh, here we go, show search rankings, here we go. That must be a new update. So I want to draw your attention to this right here. Guys, if you can understand what I'm going to explain in the next few minutes, you will drive more views. You will absolutely drive more views. Now, remember, I mentioned I wanted to rank for YouTube tags, how to get more views. And you can see here, YouTube tags to get views, I'm number 3. And we have YouTube tags 2017, I'm number 2. YouTube tags and getting more views, video SEO, I'm number 6. Tags on YouTube, number 5. YouTube tags tutorial 2017, I'm number 1. YouTube tags, I'm number 2. I'm ranking very, very well for lots of these keyword phrases. So as you can see, this is super powerful, and we begin with optimization by simply identifying one keyword phrase we're going to target. However, that doesn't mean we can only rank for 1 or 2 keyword phrases. It does mean that we have a place to start from, and we build our entire metadata around one central topic. And really, this is all about leveraging relevancy. I talk about this nonstop. A lot of you are probably like, here we go again. But I do believe it's important to cover things multiple times to really understand. And the more you understand it, the easier it is to apply. And if you're new, well, then this will be a treat. So let's transition back to display capture. Very fancy today with OBS here. The image is looking pretty good. Hopefully we're not getting too many crackles, but we seem to be doing good. So there you have it. This is the premise. I've shown you that it works, and now we're going to optimize. So our target is this, YouTube SEO tips. Now, I want to add something to my video title to really entice people to click. I want people to think, holy smokes, like, I need to watch this. This directly correlates to me. This is a really big tip. Make it about them. Let me show you what I'm talking about. You want to make it about the individual viewers that are going to run across your... You really want to make the second part of your title about the viewers, about the subscribers that are going to see your thumbnail, that are going to see the title. And you want your thumbnail and your video title to work together. Think of it as 2 pieces to 1, 2 parts of a puzzle that fit together and work together as one, okay? And so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make the second part of the title really about the user. So it would be like YouTube SEO tips that may be harming your channel, or YouTube tips that may be negatively impacting your growth. Now, I like to use the word your, I like to use the word you, because we care about ourselves. So that's what we're gonna do next. Okay, I hope that makes sense. It's so good to see you guys. We're up here optimizing away. So let's do that. Here's my video. And I'm going to come in and drop this in. Okay, so there you have it. YouTube SEO tips that may be hurting your growth. And I'm going to actually reduce this. Okay, so I have 3 words, and notice what I'm doing here. What am I doing? I'm really reducing the length of my video title, which means it's more relevant because there's less words, meaning the YouTube SEO tips is more prominent. This is some old school SEO geek speak for you. And instead, I'll just add a question mark. And I think you can see we're starting to optimize this video, and I'm excited to see how it does when I release it tomorrow. YouTube tips, YouTube SEO tips, hurting your growth? Looks pretty good. I think this is excellent. I'm going to go ahead. I've got it set to private. I'm going to save the changes. The next thing I want to do is I'm going to jump in here now, and we're going to start taking a look at, yo, what's up? Northworthy Sagas and Stories. Man, my eyes, so much screen time. Selena, nice to see you. Good to see. Hey, I see Texas Gal. It's so nice to see you. I think you subscribed to my channel today and even my Patreon. Nice to have you aboard. Let's carry on. Let's continue. So now what we're going to do is, you can see I've got the TubeBuddy rather tags tool. I'm kind of hovering over that. I'm going to hit explore. And now the very thing I want to focus on is the very keyword phrase I'm targeting. Remember our keyword target. Our target keyword phrase is YouTube. Oh. Gotta hit that right there. Is YouTube SEO tips. Now I'll click explore. And the first thing that comes up is summary. A little bit more of the sparkling water. Hey, look, I'm actually in the top 22 search results. I've got one video, which is pretty good. Now, this panel here is helpful in helping me get a pulse for what most people are doing. But I want to show you what I do. Here's what I do. I go straight to auto-suggested. Here's why. Let's jump back now. Let's go to YouTube. Okay. Let's open a few things. Let's get to geek level 47. Let's search here for deep neural networks. There we go. For YouTube recommendations, I want to show you some things around here, guys. So if we come in here and we do a search, and I type in YouTube and relevancy, I think I misspelled it, but YouTube will take care of us. There we go, relevance. Notice this button right here. So the entire reason when I'm looking at TubeBuddy here, okay, and I go to auto suggested, is because YouTube tells me to. If I click on filters, notice that the videos are sorted by relevancy. Let me just blow that up. Right there. Do you ever click on that? Bam, you click on it and it says relevancy. Well, what does that even mean? It means closely connected. There's a close connection between the keyword query, what someone searches, this is the keyword query, and your video title, right? Your video title. So here's my video title, and this is why I do this stuff. If we come in here and I go to edit and then find, okay, and I type in find and I type in relevancy. Let's see if it get maybe with an E. Let's make sure I'm. Well, you know what I can do? I can just even find it. I've read this so many times. Oh, it's not. That's not actually it. So right in here, they talk about relevancy. This is actually a paper that was published by a Google engineer talking about the power of relevancy. If you haven't studied this, search Google for deep neural networks for YouTube recommendations, okay? Back to optimizing. So this is exactly why when I optimize, make this a little smaller, I come into Explorer, I type in my target keyword phrase, and I hit explore. And like I said, the summary tab is helpful. I want to see what's here, but I always come here and think of it like this. These suggestions, these auto-suggested keywords are more relevant and they're more closely connected to my video title. And we know that YouTube leverages relevancy. So I'm going to select this keyword here, YouTube SEO Tips 2017. It's not in Hindi, so I don't want to use that. How about this though, guys? I missed this, right? YouTube SEO tips and tricks. I'm going to select that, and I just literally go down the line. YouTube SEO tips, how to optimize videos. This is exactly what we're doing. It's very closely connected, and I select that. And I continue. Find high keywords with some That seems a little too long. I'm going to skip that. And then I'll go to the Google section and I'll scroll through and see if there's any additional keywords that I might be missing. Optimization tips. I think this is new. And now what I'm going to do is I made sure the action is insert into current video. I click insert. And now if we come back, you can see the keywords that I know are very relevant. So now what we're doing is we're building on our relevancy. This is our target keyword phrase. And these are some additional keyword phrases that are going to help us rank. But we're not done. In fact, we're just getting started. YouTube SEO tips. I want to actually, let's do the singular variation. This is, again, the more you can think of what would be closely connected. Well, what if someone searches for a YouTube SEO tip? I mean, it could happen. I get the plural, so I get all the plurals. I don't think I'm uncovering anything else, but it was a good try. It was a good effort. So now we're going to come back, and what I want to do is I'm going to run through, and I'm going to hit explore again on only YouTube SEO. So I hit explore, and there we go. Now we've got YouTube SEO guide. This is definitely a tutorial. I definitely want to get that in there. YouTube SEO optimization. I think we already selected that. We'll leave it blank. This actually is a tool. Here's one of the things to really consider. You don't want to just select anything. And this is so important. If you just like throw anything in there and you draw someone to your video and you really don't cover that. So in other words, what if I wasn't using a tool and I selected this and someone wanted to watch me use a tool and I didn't? They might be disgruntled. They might not like the video and they're going to bail, and that's not going to help me. In this case, it is going to help me. And we can get an SEO score with TubeBuddy. So we'll select that again. And now, real quick, I'll just kind of YouTube SEO tool. Let's select that. Best practices. Yes, this is definitely best practices. Oh, and we cover tags like nobody's business. And there you go. Let's insert those. Now what I want to do is I want to come back. I'm going to always hit enter to make sure all my tags have populated. And you can see we're really stacking. You guys don't have sound? No sound? Well, how long? No sound? Oh, there we go. Is it back, guys? You do have sound. Okay, Andrew at ground control. It's a little joke between me and Andrew. You guys know Bowie, right? David Bowie. This is me. Okay, never mind. That was bad. We don't need any of that. Okay, so this is how you optimize your videos. And what a lot of people do is they do this. Guide. They throw everything. The kitchen sink, guide, tutorial, 2017, the best. And they did the more you add, the less relevant your target keyword phrase is. I don't want to do that, especially if you're just getting started. The more authority you have, the more likely you're going to be able to rank based on watch time metrics. Maybe we'll talk about watch time metrics, understanding retention, accumulated watch time minutes. But when you are a small channel, you really want to leverage relevancy. And that's why I wanted to cut down the number of words in this title to really go after this. And I'm thinking about this, right? Because it's 2017, but at the same time, it's nearly October. And a part of me, here's what we're going to do. Okay, watch this, guys, right? Let's go back. Let's save the changes again, because I like the way we're optimizing this. I hope you guys are digging this. Hey, Creative Queen, new song. Welcome. Hey, friend, if you want help, pay attention to how I'm optimizing this video, because this can allow you to easily drive more views, my friend. Welcome. Yes, 2018. If we come back here, okay, we go to explore, and I'm getting pretty excited, and I go YouTube SEO tips, and then I go, oh, YouTube SEO tips 2017. And look at this, 2014, 2015, 2016. Anybody have the idea that, you know, there's a pretty good chance that people are going to search for 2018, right? So what am I going to do? I'm going to add YouTube SEO tips. You got it. 2018. And just to be a knucklehead, YouTube SEO tips 2019. You know what? This stuff doesn't go out of style. Understanding how keywords work today will be very similar in 2019. I'm putting it in there. Okay, so that's what we have going on. Pretty darn good. Let's save our changes again. And then we're going to dig around one more time. We still have 145 or so characters we can add. And when I do this, I go pretty fast, but I want you guys to see how I think about this. I want you to see how I identify the keyword phrases and how I use keyword phrases as tags. I'm not putting in singular words, if you'll notice, right? SEO. And I'm just going to search for that. I think we got most of these. So what's another way? Does anybody have any idea of what would be another word that would be closely connected to SEO? What do you think someone would search for? If they're not searching for SEO, what's another word? Anybody have any ideas? This is what I'm thinking. Let's make sure I spelled that right, because I'm good at this keyword stuff, but I want to make sure I get this right. Looks pretty good. I think this is pretty closely connected. Tutorial for sure. YouTube algorithm, exposed, revealed. Let's just add YouTube algorithm as a tag. How about, I wonder if they're searching for optimization, change Reddit, hack. I think I'm just going to add these two, this phrase here. So I'll just copy and paste that. There you go, YouTube algorithm. I think we're getting pretty close. Anybody have any information? That could be, we could come back here, and this is often what I'll do, is I'll come back to YouTube, and I'll just kind of poke around. You know, one of the things I could do is, what if we did this? Let's keep digging. Let's not give up so easily. Let's find more closely connected keywords. I search for YouTube SEO tips. How's the crackling? Hey, Chico, Minecraft friend. Minecraft is really competitive. If you need subs, make sure you're optimizing your videos based on what I'm sharing. So here we have the videos. Let's click on video influencers, and let's do this. This loads our sidebar here, Videolytics, and we can come down here, and now we can see how to rank videos on YouTube. How about video optimization? Rank videos, rank YouTube ranking tips. Video SEO, there we go. That's the one right there. Video SEO. Okay, so that just kind of sparked an idea. So I come back here now. I come to explore. I type in video SEO. And I click, bam. In fact, let's do this. I'm gonna search again. I'm gonna put YouTube in the tag explorer, and the reason why is because my video title begins with YouTube, right? YouTube SEO tips. So we'll put in YouTube video SEO. So this keyword phrase is even more closely connected to my title now, and bam, there it is. YouTube video SEO, how to rank on YouTube, YouTube video SEO optimized. No, YouTube video SEO tips. SEO description. I'm not really getting too much into the description today. Rank higher in YouTube. This is definitely YouTube video SEO ranking secrets, best practices. Yep. And tools. So I wonder if we're over. That was a long one right there. Bam, that's pretty good. Now, what I want to do is, before I'm done, I want to include one tag that is unique to my channel, and that's simply my channel name. One is plenty. TV. So what I need to do is I need to get rid of one of my tags to make room, and now I have 489 characters filled up out of 500. I hit return. I'm feeling pretty good about what we just did. Thanks for your support and just guiding me through this, helping me through, providing that support, the viewers there with me. The channel name, exactly. So I just typed in my channel name, and if we were to look at how to rank videos on YouTube. So here's actually another one of my tutorials. And if we were to come in and look at my tags now, you'll notice that I always include my channel name. And I don't see it. There it is right there. Brian G. Johnson TV. So I just always add one tag, and every one of my videos has the same tag. And that helps me to do pretty well in suggested. So I'll collapse this, and you can see I've got one Nick Nimmin showing up a few times. I got another one, pretty competitive. There's another one of my videos and another one. So I'm doing okay, not great, not terrible, but this is fairly competitive, and adding that tag helps me. So at this point, this looks pretty darn good. Next up, I want to talk about related words. This is really important. If you're trying to rank something on YouTube, let's come back here. Why do you put your own name in the tag screen? So Psycho Manda, that's a crazy channel name. I hope you understand why I did that. I just explained it. Hopefully that makes sense. Basically, I do that so more of my own videos show up in suggested videos. Before we move on, I want to share another tip about understanding the competition on YouTube. Very important. The reason being is simple. It's very competitive. When you're starting out and your channel is struggling to gain views, you don't have a lot of subscribers, it's really important that you identify a keyword phrase that you can rank for. Back in the day, when I started my channel today, I targeted keyword phrases that were far too competitive, and I drove maybe 1 view a day, 2 views a day. But then I started really thinking about, like, what would be another way to say the same thing, and then I would search through the videos. Let me show you what that actually looks like. We'll switch up again to the screen. So let me show you exactly what I'm talking about, okay? So in my niche, a really competitive phrase is how to get more views on YouTube. If you look at this, you'll notice there are 267 million video results. This number right here, 267 million video results. And these, getting in the top 10 is very, very competitive. Look at the views, 1.7 million views, 263,000 views, 144,000 views. Most of these channels, furthermore, have big subscriber bases. So how do I compete with that? I don't. I get smart and I say, how can I say this in another way? And this is what I came up with. Increase YouTube views. This is an actual keyword phrase that people search for, and instead of 256 million, there's 9.6 million. And you know what? Interesting. I noticed I actually did lose a few positions here. So I wonder if YouTube had an update, but still I'm doing pretty good. I'm like number 5 or number 6. You can see this video here. This video drives a good amount of views every day. It ranks in suggested videos. It gains me subscribers. And when I started thinking in this manner, like this phrase is just too competitive, how to get more views on YouTube. So I come in and instead I search for increase YouTube views. This right here, when you can begin to really think about things in this manner, you're going to have a far easier time driving just a handful of views a day. You might be thinking, but gosh, there's only 20 views a day. But if you aren't able to drive any views, that's a really tough place to be. So before you publish your video, really think about that target keyword phrase and take a look at the videos that are ranking in the top 10 and 20, just like we did. I hope this has been helpful, guys. Let's get back. I have a few more things to share, and then we'll do questions and whatnot. Alrighty. Let's get back here. So we did the welcome. We did related. We just did that. We did welcome. Let's get rid of that. We talked about this is how you make your channel grow, right? We talked about understanding the power of similar and related keyword phrases. Like instead of targeting how to get more views, I go increase YouTube views. We talked about that. We talked about the related words. We did the title. We did tags. I have a few more tips I'm going to share, and then we'll open it up for questions. So next up, I want to add it to a playlist. This is my playlist right here. Get more views and subscribers, 2017. Bam, it's added to the playlist. Couple things. Here's another tip. This will help you get more views. We come back into YouTube. We go to my channel. Okay? We come into playlist. We create a new playlist. And I'll just put example. And it's so easy. And you click create. And now we've got a few things. So you want to create a playlist that has some of the keywords your videos are going to have. So make sure you name your playlist in a similar fashion to what the topic of the playlist is going to be about. And this is the magic button right here. Right here. Did you guys see this? It says additional options. And then there's this little button here. Set as official series for this playlist. If you check this mark right here, set as official series for this playlist, your playlist will more likely allow you to get your own videos in suggested videos. Let me show you what that looks like. If we come in here, so I have a fair amount of my videos showing up in the sidebar and some of these things that we're doing, okay? So if you remember when we optimized our tags, the very last tag we added was Brian G. Johnson TV. That helps me get more of my videos in the sidebar. And now by creating a playlist that's an official playlist, you're going to be more likely to get your videos here, and this will absolutely increase your views. When I started doing these things together last summer, my suggested views increased by 8 times, from a few hundred a day to like 1,000 a day. Very, very powerful, okay? So as you add your video, make sure that this is an official playlist, and that is about it. So we talked about the playlist. Lastly, I'm going to create a few sentences, maybe a paragraph about this video, and I'm going to keep it simple. I'm not going to spam the word 1,000 times. I'm going to think about what the video is, and it's like, this is a video that's going to highlight some of the misinformation that floats around YouTube, some of the tips and tactics that actually not only aren't accurate, but may be hurting people's channel. So I'll just type that out. One of the things I want to let you know is when it comes to how important these fields are, nothing is more important than the title. The title carries probably 70% of the metadata weight, 70%. I would say the tags are going to carry 25% of the weight, and then figure your description is maybe 5%, 10%. You're not going to be able to drive a ton more views in YouTube with a big description. Now, something to think about is you may drive more views if you're targeting Google. So if we search for YouTube algorithm 2017, you can actually see here that because I've added the keyword phrase YouTube algorithm 2017 to my description, it does help me in YouTube. But you know what? If you just keep it basic, if you fill in a paragraph, and if you fill in your metadata like this, all of the metadata is in support of the title. The description supports the title. All these keyword tags support the title. The playlist supports the title. It's all related. It's all relevant. And friends, that's how you optimize your YouTube tags, your metadata. This is how I use TubeBuddy. I pay attention to YouTube first. I come up with the target keyword phrase and so on. So I hope you found that to be helpful. And let's go, not to stop streaming. There we go. So what do you think, guys? I hope that was helpful. You know, relevancy is something that matters a whole bunch on YouTube. When you read the white papers from Google engineers, they talk about things like relevancy. They talk about keywords. They talk about channels and users. And at the end of the day, nothing is more important than creating great videos. And the last tip I want to give you is, if nothing's working, be honest with yourself and ask yourself, you know, what can I improve about my videos? Be objective. Ask a friend who's going to be honest. Jump to the TubeBuddy forums and say, if I can get someone to honestly tell me what I can improve, because at the end of the day, these tips that I shared will help you grow faster if you're publishing videos that people like. And that's what's challenging. It's very challenging. So I hope you guys found this helpful. Let's do some questions. I'll have a sip of bubbly water. Now, this is pretty fancy. It is imported from France. It's in a plastic bottle. What happened? I mean, we're talking France. It's fancy. It's fashion. It's trendy, and it's in a plastic bottle. It's terrible. Do I make all my playlists official? What I do is I have one big playlist. It's official. I put most of my videos in the official playlist, and then I have secondary playlists that I organize my content. Great question about, like, how do I organize and optimize my playlist? Let me jump back here, because we're using OBS, and you know, we've made some strides. We're growing, and let's transition. Let me take you back here. Let's get out of this. Let's save the changes. I want to show you what it looks like, right? How I use the playlist and whatnot. So there's just so many tabs open. And now we'll click here. We'll go to my channel, and I want to share with you what this looks like. So notice my uploads pretty much look the same. I've got a nice template. All my videos look the same. So notice I've got a playlist for apps, right? I've got another playlist for iMovie tutorials. These are all official. I've also got another playlist for YouTube success. So this playlist is only 10 videos. So it is not an official playlist, but all of these videos are in two playlists, if that makes sense. One of the playlists is official, and anything about YouTube goes in that playlist. And then this playlist is only some of my best videos that really cover how to optimize YouTube and how to gain success. Okay. Here's my big official playlist. It's like close to 200 videos in this playlist. So everything goes into here, and then I break out and I create secondary playlists like I mentioned. YouTube success. Hey, a Turnip Tiger, nice to see you. Good to see you. I love hearing that your video is ranking on search, my friend. Fantastic. Your driver, Mike, what is up, Mike? Nice to see you. Andrew, thank you for holding down ground control today. I'm wondering how many times my voice crackled. You know, this technology stuff, it's just too bad we can't hang out, but then I guess we wouldn't have YouTube. And Furry Games says, I got my first 100 subs. Congratulations. Fantastic. Great that you got your first 100 subs. Wicked. Anybody have questions? Well, I'll take your questions. Andrew, if you want to just like post a question that you've collected or something, I'm going to keep it simple. I've got my iPad open. I can see the questions in chat. I'm learning new things. Fantastic, my friend. Me too. You know, I think that's one of the keys on YouTube, right? Is to always be learning, to try to figure out how to make better videos, whether it's editing. Over the last few days, I've learned 2 or 3 new editing tricks. How to normalize my audio tracks. Saves me time. Sounds better. I learned how to export a section of my timeline. Helps me make sure my color correction is on point. Learning, I should say, doing more learning. Really great question, says Andrew. Okay, buddy, what is it, brother man? Okay, let's see if I can see that. Oh, here we go. Okay. I just see the... How do I get into it, dude? I don't see any questions. Yeah, Andrew, I don't see the questions, bud. I'll keep looking here. You can type something at me. Andrew sends me something. Click the pencil. Right. You probably told me that last time, and you're probably thinking, I told you that last time. And I still have the same thing. Oh, here we go. Do not ask for subscribers or views. Okay, what's the... I still... Yeah, I don't... Oh, there we go. Okay, I see it now. Wow, you guys have very lengthy questions. Guys, you know what? When you want to have someone respond, short to the point makes it super, super easy. Question, I am making a video game related video. In the tags, do I say video game name in each tag? For example, Minecraft, how to kill the dragon. So a great question about tags. Like I said, really drill down. Don't add the same tags to your Minecraft videos again and again and again. If you're making vlogs, daily vlogs, don't add the same tags. If your vlog is about going out to a restaurant and it's an Italian restaurant, talk about that. If you focus on humor and comedy, focus on that. Make your tags relevant to what the topic is about, what the content is about. Okay, really great question here. And this is the question. And this is something I see again and again and again. Our question is this. I'm going to be blunt. I pretty much do everything that TubeBuddy channel says to do about getting more views. So my question is, I do all this stuff, and yet I'm not getting any views. You know, just like I said, I don't know if you saw my presentation or you heard the part about I said, it's really important to make those videos that people like. And that is an art. It takes skill. It takes ability. You've got to learn how to edit. You've got to learn how to dial in your audio and your color and your lights and your editing and your streaming settings and all of the stuff. And when you start out, you might not be up to par. Your ability to be able to create a video that people like might not be there. Nothing is more important than how long someone watches your video. Let me give you an example. I just walked through optimizing a video on YouTube SEO tips. The video is 5 minutes. That's very typical for me today. A 5-minute video. When I publish a 5 to 6 minute video, I strive to keep viewers watching for about 70% of the time, which is about 4 minutes. That's really good retention. Sometimes I hit it, sometimes I'll get 65% retention. But if you look at your audience retention, I bet it's lower than that. I bet if you've got a 5-minute video, I bet you're not hitting an audience retention of above 65%. So the reason you may be struggling, and this goes for everybody, is because YouTube rewards videos that keep viewers watching longer. That statement is not from me. That's a statement from YouTube. And it's a hard pill to swallow. It's what makes YouTube so challenging. And it's why I said that if you want to make this work, it's not just about tags. Tags are easy. What I just taught, if you study this live stream, this video replay, if you watch this 3 times, you think about it, you study it, you watch it again, in a few months, you're going to have it down. And then it's going to be easy. But the process of understanding the tags, the metadata, how to make a great thumbnail, how to do playlists, how to edit, how to present on camera, to do all of that is a whole nother ball of wax. And that, my friend, is why so many struggle. Hard pill to swallow, but I think it's important to know that, that's why. Is it good to put emojis in the title? I think it can be okay if it grabs attention, if it grabs someone's eye, then absolutely. I don't think it's make or break. You really want to focus on best practices. It's a little trick you can use sometimes, but it's far better to pay attention to the keyword relevancy. It's far better to cover the strategies and tactics that I taught today, rather than wondering about putting in an emoji. Emoji is a gimmick, right? What I taught today is best practices. What I taught today worked in 2003 on Google. It still works on Google today. It doesn't mean it's not harder, but it's still important. Relevancy. How do you optimize SEO content that may not be searched very often? I run a puppetry channel, and while there are puppet searches, they're fairly small and limited. Well, what you do is pay attention to other channels in your niche and look at their channel. And here, let me show you how to do this. You're going to jump. Let's go to YouTube. Okay. And I'm going to search for kids puppetry show, or puppetry, puppery. What the heck is that? There we go. This right here. What's this? Bizarre Bub. This looks almost. I don't know if that's what we want. Let's search puppets. Okay, so what I do first is I want to look for this kind glamour bees. I want to find a channel that's relevant to these types of videos, and this looks like it might be. So I come in here and let's see what we have. It looks friendly. They're not optimizing their channel very well. They're making it hard for me to figure out, which isn't good. Okay, I see puppets, so that is good. And now what I can do, they don't have very many, but you want to find a channel like this and then come here and sort by most popular and find a channel that's published 100 videos, sort the most popular and choose the top 10, and then ask yourself, well, these are video topics that viewers, they really enjoyed, and make those types of videos, right? And pay attention to those channels that are in your niche that are doing well, and then pay attention to their most popular videos. And that's how you go about it. One of the things to consider is when it comes to driving on views on YouTube, search is not the path. It's suggested videos. You can use search to get your foot in the door. Search will get you 20, 30, 50 views a day. But as your video gains views, it can get pushed into suggested videos, and you can do hundreds, thousands of views a day. The big channels drive most of their views through suggested videos, so pay attention to what the popular channels in your niche are doing. Let's find another question here. Hope you found that helpful, my friend. Thank you for stopping by, Creative Queen. Again, good to see you. Guys, I want to share a tip that I think is important. It takes a while to figure some of this stuff out. When you've got a channel name, make it super simple for people. If your channel name is really hard to pronounce, if it's hard to spell, well, what if I wanted to give you a shout out right now and I couldn't? Simple, easy to spell, easy to pronounce channel names that people are going to remember. Super powerful, okay? Next question, let's read it out. How do I rank first page in my channel name? The way you do that, the way you start showing up for your channel name is you just continue to focus on the important part. The important part is to publish videos with the aim of improving over time. And as you publish more videos, your channel is going to gain more authority and your channel name will rank. If your channel name is Let's Play Minecraft, it's going to be harder. If your channel name is Strange Minecraft Happenings, that's very unique and it's going to be easier. So the way you rank your channel name is you can add channel keywords. You can do that in the YouTube section in Creator Studio. But honestly, your channel will pick up authority based on the videos you publish, and you're gonna get a lot more juice focusing on videos rather than focusing on a channel name kind of optimization trick, right? So I would focus on that. Hope you found that helpful. It's based on just, doing the stuff that is most important. Next question. I have a playlist series where the first video is ranking very well. Then I named all the subsequent videos the same, part 2, part 3. But what if I do a differentiation or a specific video that gets the title Overcoming the Fear of Falling, part 5? And now, okay, I get the question. So the question is, first off, I don't think you take it that far. I don't think you optimize to the point of every video is named the same thing. I think what you do is you really think to yourself, what's different about this video from this video? Let me show you what that looks like. Because I've got a whole bunch of videos that cover one particular subject, right? And it's the YouTube algorithm. So here you go. And if you notice, YouTube algorithm 2017, YouTube algorithm 2017, YouTube algorithm 2017. If we come down here, you'll see YouTube algorithm decoded. Here's another video, YouTube algorithm 2017, but they're different. All of these videos talk about the YouTube algorithm, but they're different in their own right. This video is another video about myth, and the myth is longer videos rank better. That's not true. This video is not getting views on YouTube. It's about understanding the YouTube algorithm in 2017 and not getting views. That's different from a video about a myth. This one is how to grow fast, right? This one is about upload daily or else. These are all different subjects, but I'm still targeting the same keyword phrases. So what I would do is and why do I want to click stop streaming? What I would do is I would pay attention to the keyword phrase you want to rank for your a playlist, which is a great strategy. Great that you're thinking about that. But then think what makes each of these videos a little different, because you want to make it easy for the viewer to understand what they're going to get. And part 1, part 2, part 3 doesn't do that. And instead, if you've got 10 videos that are kind of related, but they do cover different things, by adding some more ideas, people can pick and choose. Like in my case, they might be, oh, if I don't upload daily, I'm in trouble. And then they might want to watch Decoding the Algorithm, which is a very different video. They both talk about the algorithm this year in 2017, but they're different. And then I add all of those videos into my playlist, and that's how I optimize my playlist. It's not just about thinking all about the algorithm. You really want to honor the viewer and honor their viewing experience. And when they understand what they're going to get when they click, when they understand, they're going to be more likely to continue watching, which I talk about a night and day on my channel. If somebody bails on your video in the first 30 seconds, none of these tips work. They don't. And that's why most YouTubers struggle. Right? So by honoring the viewer and really creating a very descriptive title, it really helps. I really kind of went off on that for a while. I do think it's important. I hope you found that to be helpful. Okay, guys, let's take a look at a few more of these questions. What do you guys think? Give me a high five if you're digging this. Do me a favor. If this has been helpful, if you're enjoying this, will you hit the like button just to symbolize that you dug this live stream? 110 people, pretty good. I've had a busy week. How about you? Have you been like playing the YouTube game too? It's been a lot of fun. I appreciate that you're here. So let's see our next question. How does TubeBuddy take into account the scores and ranks when it's influenced by cookies, sessions, browsing history, and so on? That's a great question, and I'll defer to Andrew or Phil about that. I do know that generally, YouTube is looking at a lot of the metrics, and we don't have to go so fine-tuned. We don't have to dig in at such a fine level. It is important to understand that YouTube does modify the results on a personal basis, but at the same time, it's not drastic. It's not like totally night and day. So TubeBuddy does a great job to generally steer the ship. And then our knowledge on top of it, how we use TubeBuddy, can really help us. And maybe Phil or Andrew will want to add to that. Guys, I'm going to say it again, okay? To read 3 paragraphs when I'm live, I totally want to honor your questions. Next time, keep it short, sweet, and to the point. Anytime you contact an influencer, anytime you want someone to pay attention to you, the easier you make it on people, the better. And this is just general marketing advice. Marketing is about making it easy for people, so just short, concise, to the point. And I saw that. Hi, I've been on YouTube for a while, and I was wondering how to get more views on YouTube, and I just became a Patreon. Is there a way to get fans, and how can I do it? Anything? Thanks. How can you get more views? Pay attention to this live stream. If you're a Patreon, you must be one of my Patreons. In my Patreon, I've got a mini course. If you click on the image icon, it says Tube Ritual Fast Track. Pay attention to the videos in that mini course, specifically piggyback marketing and the ritual view machine. These videos will help you create an optimized channel that will drive views to the videos that are doing well. The piggyback ritual videos, piggyback marketing, these talk about suggested videos, super powerful, so pay attention to that. Maybe on a TubeBuddy stream next month, if you guys would like, let's do this. If you guys would like, one of the things I've been kind of holding back, and I'll create a video on my channel, but I haven't talked about suggested videos in detail. And I actually have a Facebook group. I participate on my Facebook account. I'm always talking YouTube, and I know a lot of people are very interested in how suggested videos work, and maybe that would be a good topic for us. If you guys are interested in that, let me know in the comments, and we'll make that happen. Wow, 94. We went from 27 likes to 94. You guys are outstanding. Thank you so much. It's just an honor to be here and just to share with you, to have the privilege to share what I've learned about just making this thing work. It's definitely a challenge. It is not easy, and I think that's where we need to start. You know, we have to be honest with ourselves that this is a big undertaking. This is like breaking out in Hollywood, right? This is being an actor and winning a Grammy. It truly is. Andrew says, I would be interested. Suggested videos. Yay, yay, yippee. Okay, great. Incognito, is that a search engine? Incognito. Incognito means when you're searching using something like Chrome and you open up a tab that's incognito, so the search engine, Google or YouTube, isn't using your browse history. That's what that means. Is it worth promoting a video through ads? If you're not growing, if you're not seeing people subscribing, I would not do that. If you want to spend your money, start out with great channel art. Someone asked, is it worth it to do ads? Only if you're growing, and especially if you've got a way to make money. I don't think it makes sense until you can figure out how to make this thing work. Furthermore, most channels that I look at, their channel art, it has a bit to be desired. Have great looking channel art. Do your thumbnails, are they congruent? Do they look the same? Do you have a consistent brand? If we come back to my channel here, let's transition. Should we focus on views or watch time? Hey, that's a great question. I'll answer that one next. Notice my channel here, right? Check out the channel art. I've got a really simple YouTube channel art. It's easy to know what it's about. It's about staking your claim and amplifying your video. And when I create videos, I say, you know, if you want to not only upload your videos, like heck, everybody does that. But here on this channel, we amplify our videos. And how do you do that? Well, these videos really show you how, right? We talk about the algorithm. We talk about apps. We talk about YouTube success, video titles, tags. And what you want is to have a great looking channel. So invest your money in a solid brand before you spend money on ads. Now, Andrew mentioned a really great question. Let's go back to the fancy camera. Howdy. What do we focus on? Do we focus on views or watch time? This is another question that almost needs an entire episode because we talk about watch time. Views can be tricked. Anybody can get a view. You can pay someone, a graphic designer, to come up with a great video thumbnail. Looks beautiful. You can create a video title that entices people to click. But if people don't like the video, they're going to leave. In fact, YouTube changed their entire algorithm in 2013. And they went away from views because people gamed it. And when we talk about watch time, it's just not how much time your video accumulates over time. So in other words, think of it as when you publish a video every day, as long as the video is getting a few views a day, it continues and continues and continues to accumulate watch time. But the secret is to pay attention to the retention. Let's go all nerdy here. Hang on. Clearly, we need a felt tip marker. I've got one. Stay tuned for that. Okay, let's make a fancy We're pretty fancy. We're fancy around here, clearly. So this is a video player, okay? And this is your video. It doesn't take Stevie Wonder. It doesn't take Stevie Wonder to see that this clearly is your video. And they start here. This is hard to do. It's backwards. And they start watching your video. The further they make it, this is retention. The farther they get to the end of your video, the more likely everything's going to work like we all say it does. Isn't that challenging about YouTube? Just all you got to do is just make people watch the whole video, but that's it. And what this is called is audience retention. And every time I publish a video, my goal, as I mentioned, for a 5-minute video or a 6-minute video is audience retention above 70%, which is hard to achieve. I've published maybe 230 videos, and I've hit that metric maybe 5 times. Not a lot, but when I hit it, you know what happens? I get a lot of views. I get a lot of rankings. I show up in suggested videos, and it's beautiful. So pay attention to your audience retention, and everything else will just work. Your keywords will work. Your tags will work. Your videos will accumulate more watch time faster, because at that point, it's not a view for a view. Someone that watches 10 seconds versus someone that watches for 5 minutes is very different, right? Few more questions, and I think we'll wrap it up here. Gang, it's been a lot of fun. Hope you've had a good time. I've enjoyed sharing. Andrew, thank you again. Andrew at ground control. Should you maximize the 100 character count for the title? No, don't. Maximize relevancy. If you want to rank for a keyword phrase, then the closer your video title is to the keyword phrase, the more closely connected it is. If you want to rank for drive more views, if your video title is drive more views, that's much more powerful to be able to rank for that phrase than it is to add a bunch of stuff. Now, when you have 200,000 subscribers, it's a different ball game. But everybody here watching this stream is trying to get off the ground. We've got 50,000 subscribers. We've got 50 subscribers. We're trying to get to that point where we can push enough watch time, where our retention is good enough. So if you're struggling, if you're not, then really focus on identifying a keyword. Like I walk through this entire process on this live stream. If you missed this, watch the replay, and I think it will help you. It's not just about adding more keywords to the title, because when you do that, you degrade the relevancy that you're going to get. Life with Nate. There's your shout out, bro. Poof. Gang, it has been an absolute pleasure. Thank you so much. Give Andrew a little love. Props to Andrew in the house, holding down ground control. This is scary, this kind of operation. This is a high-class live streaming video show that comes to you every week here on TubeBuddy. It's been an absolute pleasure, and Andrew makes it happen. So props to Andrew for helping with the chat, all the questions. Props for you for showing up. And you know, the last thing I want to share is it's absolutely possible. You can make it work. It's really challenging. And I, for one, too, feel it. Like, I want to grow fast, too. And a lot of times what we want isn't reality as far as what's happening. But you know, if you stick with it and you focus on improving, you're going to see some exciting stuff happen to your channel. I've seen it time and time again. I'm Brian G. Johnson. On behalf of TubeBuddy, Andrew, Phil, the whole team, I'll see you next month. We'll talk, you and me, we'll talk about it. Bring your questions about suggested videos, and we'll make it happen. You dig? Thanks for stopping by.